All right, what's going on, YouTube? Got a short one for you today. It seems that some people and content creators think that Ramlethal has actually been nerfed. Now, I understand that this button is not as crazy as it used to be, but I heard someone say it really well that it seemed like more of a bug fix than anything else. Because this thing used to hit from here, used to hit like places where it just shouldn't hit, right? And then obviously there's the whole, it doesn't necessarily hit on crouchers. Right, if you try to do this on crouchers, if you try to do it early, I'm so used to timing it now. But see, it won't hit like that. Yeah, there you guys, you do it late. I'm so used to timing it early now. So that's what a lot of people are grumpy about. But people are neglecting the bigger picture here, which is that she's had her gameplay livened up a lot. I think she's a lot more interesting to play because there's actually a viable reason to go high now. I think one of Ramlethal's biggest weaknesses when the game first came out was that she was a low character. There was no reason, there was no reason to ever go low with her, or to go not low. There's no reason to go high. The only way you'd really want to go high was like this. So you would always just be mixing up your opponent in the corner, trying to hit them with a low and another low, just waiting for them to not respect it. And while it can be effective, it's kind of binary, right? Because it's just kind of like, you know, you have no good reason. And then if you wanted to score a hard knockdown before, you had to either meet your opponent in the air with this, or you had to just 2K 2D. And by design, Ramlethal's 2K 2D is not very reliable at the range that she wants to play at, which is a design thing, which is fine. But it kind of sucked because if you wanted a hard knockdown, some situations, you were just kind of, you know, it was either grab or you were just kind of shit out of luck. And now that we've opened up the door with this, I found myself enjoying a lot more Ramlethal because there's reasons to do, like, she's a lot more interesting, I feel like, because now you can actually make your, like, there's a reason to, like, use your jump cancels. You know, she had jump cancel buttons. I've talked about this before, but there's just no reason to use them, right? There was just no reason to go high, but now, you know, now there's reasons to go high. You can also combo off this now and get a hard knockdown, which is something that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. And you can space this out too. So let's see how far away we can get this to land. Even from there, and you see just the one sword hit and you still score the hard knockdown, that's very good. So she's not, it was kind of just brain dead that you were like, as Ram, you were like, well, I guess I'll just jump in and do this all the time. Now you have options out of it. And now you can condition your opponent to respect you on your jump in, so that you can get more pressure off. So, you know, not a really long video or anything, but I just wanted to go over that. It's actually been one of my favorite changes. Obviously, the Daro change is big, but I don't need to talk about that. Everyone knows Daro is good. I feel like this move is being, you know, heavily underestimated. And I made a video talking about that move specifically, but I want to talk about how it goes into her whole kit, how it just makes her a more interesting character in general. There are actually air strings, and, you know, there are other Ram players that have better tech than I do. But I feel like one of the things that I'm pretty good as a player is conceptual thinking, right? The concept of understanding that people expect Ramlethals to do a couple things. They expect you to always, you know, do this, right? Brain dead, just do this all the time, right? That's what the Ram thing is. Or just to go low, and people will just auto block low on Ramlethal, and then, you know, if you want the dust, then, you know, you usually need meter to get this off in an actual combo. But now she has actual interesting options. She has you can play the high-low mix. And also, this is more experimental, but something I've been messing around with is scoring the hard knockdown and then jumping over them and actually going for left-right. So this is something that's going to take me a lot of time to actually, like, get to the point where I can use it consistently in a match. But, like, look, I mean, Like, there's potential with the character. People just, you know, people want the easy way out. People just want to do the same thing they've been doing. People don't like change. And, you know, I'm someone that also doesn't love change. But when it comes to a character that I enjoy, and if you give me more ways to play the character I like in interesting ways, more avenues to go, then I'm going to take those. I'm going to experiment, and I'm going to find what works. So I implore you to do the same. I assure you, she's actually, she definitely got buffed. She's definitely stronger than she was before. Just off the fact that she can score more hard knockdowns and make your opponent guess, which is what Ramlethal excels at. She doesn't have 50-50, but she has a lot of RPS, or will I, won't I. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to go over. I'll be posting some sort of follow-up to it, but these are the tools that we've been given, and we need to make them work. Also, this is extremely strong. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that I've gotten to work a lot for me. And you can do this incredibly low off the ground. Not that low. But you can do this incredibly, you don't need both swords to hit.